Can't get over my wife's admission to a long ago affair, and I feel terrible about it.
Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started.
Can't get over my wife's admission to a long ago affair, and I feel terrible about it. I, 46 male, have been with my wife, 45 female, for 30 years. We started dating in high school in 1990. We were exclusive almost immediately. Obviously, we were both very young, and this was the first serious relationship for both of us. I went to college after high school. She worked full time. I was at a local school, so I was home Friday, Saturday, and Sunday almost every week. I graduated in 1999 and I proposed. We always knew we were getting married and agreed at best to wait until I graduated. We moved out of state, we waited a few years to get married, and we are still married now with 3 kids. I have a great job. She doesn't have to work. Our kids are awesome, and we have a full, rich life. I'd always suspected with circumstantial evidence that she had cheated on me with someone from her work back before I graduated, around 1999. Just FYI, I have never cheated on her. I pretty much just let it go because I am willing to admit that I was never the most emotional person, the most caring person, or the most romantic person. Maybe she just needed some emotional support one day until people just hit it off and it was a one time mistake. Shit happens and you move on. After all, we were together for 8 to 9 years when this happened, and she never once did not show love to me. She denied it vehemently, and I swore I was the only guy she had and will ever be with, had sex with. It always stung a little bit, but I let it go. Fast forward 20 years, 2020, and I found out she was having some inappropriate conversations with a couple guys online on Facebook. They were flirty with sexual undertones, but I didn't really think anything serious. She's just that kind of a person. After we talked about it and I asked a bunch of questions, the conversation went in all different directions when she couldn't answer things. One the guy is just some random loser that always had a crush on her, but it turns out the other guy is the one who she cheated on me with. My suspicions from 20 years ago were now confirmed, but not only did she have sex with him, they had a several month-long relationship and they remained friends. So on days I was at school, she would go to his house after work. She swears it meant nothing to her, and she even went as far as saying he was lame and she didn't like him that way at all. But it happened repeatedly for months. And she did become friends with him on Facebook 10 years after the cheating in 2009, and she chatted with him very inappropriately for about 6 months. And then the conversation suddenly stopped. Very odd. I don't know what to make of that. To make things worse, she would occasionally, like every 6 months or so, check his profile, like a photo or whatever. I know all this because I saw her Facebook activity log. She swears she never saw or spoke to him after 1999. It was only online, but sure, I believe her. But the nature of the online conversations, this was clearly headed to another meeting with him, and I'm not even sure it didn't happen again. After all the time she told me it never happened, after all the bragging about us being together for all these years and that we have been the only ones ever in each other's lives, I just don't believe anything she says anymore. Since this has all come out last year, our relationship has had some of the most incredible moments of our lives. Our sex is better and we are communicating better than ever. But there are so many days, like today, where I am so hurt and betrayed and sad and dying inside. And I don't trust her at all. I hate to admit, but I just sit in the dark and cry all day. It happens a couple days a week. I don't believe anything she tells me about her relationship with this guy. And it's killing me inside. I want to know everything about her time with him, where they went, and what they did. I can't stop thinking about it. Even when we are having a great time, I'm thinking about it. I ask her things and she gets defensive and says she doesn't remember. That's plausible, but I don't believe her. It's the things I feel I don't know that are tearing me up the most. I know that her other partner knew about me and was trying to break us up. He knew we were married and was sweet talking her again, and she went along with it all. I obviously still love her, but my ego is the best of me knowing there is a guy out there who thinks this was okay to do to me. And that when she shows happiness now, in my head, I am thinking that she is thinking. I can't believe I got away with this. Probably not true, but I'm 50-50 on that one. I don't think I will ever truly forgive her no matter how much I love her. I just can't figure out if it is better to leave her so I can forget it all, or if life is better with the roller coaster ups and downs. I know she loves me. Maybe that's all we should need, but I am an emotional wreck. Will I ever get over this? It's been 8 months and I'm still devastated by it. I love my wife. I love our life. I love our family, but I am dying inside.